left. Oh my goodness! Are expecting. Oh my goodness, Argonaut taking out Sauceman, Argonaut dropping 2! Could swing out to the side, finds the kill on Rise Optimal. Very nice kills, Arc picks up Kai. Sauceman is looking for another one, but Dr. Turt finds it instead. Could Dr. Turt pick up the kill here? Turt! Big one pushing in, finding that kill on Rabbit. No picking up a second on Dan Katana finding I play my aim. Is Dan Katana finding 2, finding 3! Dan Katana rotating back into the pump as Crimson finding 1, finding 2. Angel pushing in, Frostbite dropping 2. My goodness, it's now down to Frostbite. He's got a 1v2, he's picking up 1.
Door.
Oh my goodness!
Oh my God, he's doing it.
He's a ghost! He's a ghost! That's up! Welcome back to the Breachers VRML postseason interviews. I'm your host, Gibular Bob, and today I'm joined by 2 members of Indomitable, who finished number 5 in the NA standings. So we have Crimson here on the left. Crimson, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm team's captain. Hello.
And we've got Brabadabado here on the Revolters side.
So that's Vucci. I'm the oldest member of Indo.
Okay. So let's start off here with some questions. Starting off with the. Okay, let's do that. The postseason questions here. After 13 weeks of matches, your team is finally in the playoffs. You get to skip the Challenger Cup there. How you feeling right now?
I'm feeling good. You know, it was real tough towards the end there, trying to get that 7th spot and trying to make sure we're in that top 7 listing, but we finally got there. It's been a very long and hard road.
I feel like the last battle we had was definitely the most earned, considering we had to fight our previous bandit members just to get to the top. And it wasn't even, we didn't even have to do it. It was for the sake of them having to make it to the top as well. And that was the most heartfelt fought that we've ever had.
Yeah, not only having to fight them once, but then twice with kind of everything to lose on the line there. But you had a great matchup. Did you expect to be a top 7 team when you went into this season? Or was this kind of something that you developed along the way?
I'd say so, yeah. Considering where we were before with Bandit, we made it to the top 8. We fought so hard just to even get there. Didn't even think we could do it. I feel like you and I had a conversation where we feel like we can actively make it there, considering where we were previously.
Yeah, I knew we could. The question was the goal for season 1 that was placed at the very start was top 16. That was the end goal. We kind of hit that pretty fast once we got our roster situation taken care of. And at that point, it was we could kind of feel it. We were just trying to time it right. We didn't want to push our team too early into the top 8 and get crushed too much. We wanted to time it to where we were actually ready, and I'm very pleased to say we're there now.
I guess we talked about this a little bit earlier, but most difficult part of your season, would you say that was your matchup with Vanguard twice?
I want to say it was F3. That had to have been the most stressful match we've ever had, considering we've never beat them before.
Right.
This is the first.
F3 was tough. There were a lot of challenges throughout the season, but I'd say the hardest one was probably towards those last 4 weeks. The immense mental stress the entire team was under, pushing from that diamond level to that masters level, having to fight F3, Aspect, Vanguard. There were a lot of tough games out there that the team pushed through, but there was a lot of stress there for a while.
Now that we're getting to the post-season, you're past the Challenger Cup at this point, and you have some other pretty tough matches coming up. What's the plan to tackle those? You have any kind of strategy in mind yet?
I do. So we know we're going up against Eternity, and then very likely Acer after that. For the Eternity matchup, we have some benefits in that they've been around for a very long time and we haven't. So we can get a lot of information on them, and we fought them before as Bandit when we were 8th in preseason. So it's not like me and Barbdo have no experience against them. And I've fought a lot of their players recently as well. So strategy-wise, I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
I'm just more worried about fighting up against the top teams because I remember the previous history we've had with them on Bandit. Like, remember just seeing them as like the giants, like the gods that I never thought we would ever be able to tackle on. To see that might actually have a chance of maybe winning or seeing or giving them a good fight is probably one of the most exciting things at the moment. Because to think that we're actually made it to the top and not realize it's like, oh, we're just up here now. It's kind of invigorating to think about because we fought so damn hard just to have Vanguard just all of a sudden say, "Yo, we're up." Like this is a moment where we had to shine. It's like we had to fight our previous buddies just to be able to fight the next best teams, and it's a little stressful at the moment. But I think we do have a bit of a chance considering we've had so much experience in the preseasons, BCL, and here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, it's all about kind of how you approach it, and if you let that pressure, overtake you or not. I think so far your team's done a very, very good job of thriving under that kind of pressure. So next question. I guess this is kind of more towards what we were just talking about, but is there a specific team that you're worried about going up against, or is it just kind of you're concerned about the newer, the higher ranked teams that are coming up?
It's got to be Acer.
Acer and Infinity.
I mean,
most Infinity for me because I've always looked up to them. They've always been the team I've like idolized a little bit. Same with Wicked. They were the first teams we've ever fought against. But Acer, we might have a chance considering they don't know anything about us, but we definitely don't have nearly as much experience.
it's going to be interesting. Being the only new team in the top 7 right now, that is a big boon for us. Mm-hmm. But with Acer, like Eternity seems beatable. I'm not saying we will, but it seems within the realm of possibility. Acer is kind of at the point where they're incredibly high up, and we don't have a lot of experience against the style that Acer runs with. So they're by far the biggest worry at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, our final question of the interview here, and this is optional, so if you're not comfortable with answering it, you don't have to, but we got a prize pool of $9,000 in cash and hardware. If you were to win, what would you spend it on?
Ooh. Me personally, I thought about that. I'm not gonna lie, I'd buy it on a jersey because
we're definitely getting jerseys if we get some of that money.
Just to show that where we were, and like 5-10 years from the future when this is already blown over, I look back and idolize on what we used to do and what we became in VRML.
I agree. I really want something to remember the time that we've had as Indomitable, and we'll continue to have, because I know this won't last forever. Just in general, like I take Echo for example. I mean, all good things will come to an end eventually. So I'm more happy with the memories than anything. But if I had to spend my cash on something, I'm probably gonna get the audio strap. Once I get my big screen beyond for it, and maybe some extras for that too.
Awesome. Well, I appreciate you two showing up today and answering some of these questions that we had here at the VRML. And of course, good luck on the postseason that's coming up. It's a difficult battle, but you're a team that's made it pretty far, and you've shocked the connoisseurs quite a bit. Beating F3, beating Vanguard. So I definitely
always the underdogs.
Yeah, you're always the underdogs. But
score sometimes.
Yeah, but
I have a question for you, Bob.
Oh, you have a question for me?
Yes. From a caster who started on Twitch, watching Bandit grow and split into two, how does it feel to know that the main team that built you up as a caster branch off into this whole new region of competitiveness? Like, how does it feel to know that the team that helped you get to where you are just become the way it is?
I mean, that's a pretty interesting question. I wasn't expecting to be put on the spot, but it's definitely interesting to see. I think one of the things that depresses me the most about the VRML is watching the teams split apart. So, Bandit was one of those things. Is, oh man, it was hard because I remember talking to you guys a lot and casting. So, yeah, I mean, it was definitely a shock to hear about the team splitting up, but you all the Bandit players stuck around in the VRML. So, it's always interesting to see Indomitable play. It's interesting to see Vanguard play. So, yeah, and I think it was a really fun matchup to watch the two teams against each other. But yeah, that's going to do it for us over here in the VRML. Once again, appreciate Crimson and Brabadabado for taking time out of their day to answer our questions. And we'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.